What's up? Welcome back to the channel, Storytelling. And today we'll be doing a story time about the first time I got on a date out when I was younger. And this is for educational purposes, so do not meet people online. Definitely who you have suspicions of them, then your intuition will be right. But without further ado, let's get to the video. My first time getting on a date out is the date out that I was getting onto would be POF, Plenty of Fish. Some of y'all might have heard it, some of y'all haven't. But I was about 16 or 17, and I always go back to my grandpa house on weekends or so in a city called Shreveport, Louisiana. So if you've been to Shreveport or live in Shreveport, Louisiana, you already know it's a lot of people out there who they, you know, who they not, who they say they is. And okay, on the website, definitely back then, they had it bad, um, pretending to be somebody. So me, I download the app, POF, because back then everybody was all about getting people, getting what you can, getting whatever. Anyways, so I downloaded the app. Um, I downloaded the app for the first time, and I had matched with this girl, and on the picture, you like, okay, pretty good girl, whatever. Definitely the stuff that he was telling you. Um, the person asked me my age, where I'm from, what I like to do, what city I live in. And at the time, I still lived in Mendon, Louisiana. But like I said, I go back and forth to Shreveport, to my grandpa's house to spend time with him. You know what I mean? Help him around the house. So, like I said, I matched with this person. We started texting at least for a day or two, asking all types of questions. The questions I was asking the person, you could tell was kind of iffy because, like, you know what I mean? Like, first, the the person on the photo looked at least about like in a 30, 30s, five, I'll say 35, whatever. But on the dating site, it say this person is 21. It ain't no way. That was a red flag. But me with my young mind, I avoided that. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to meet somebody. You know what I mean? Meet somebody. It's all that was the goal at the time. Just have fun. You know what I mean? So and this go by 3 times. So we always test back and forth on okay, we should meet up or whatever. And it took 3 days really because we were supposed to meet up actually the first day that I downloaded the app. We were supposed to meet up later, right? And as in every time that the time come when the time we were supposed to meet up, the person won't text back or they'll go ghost. You know how that be. Then the next morning, they act like nothing happened. They'll text you. I'm like, oh, what happened? You know what I mean? Like, where you went? Like, you know what I mean? We had a plan set. Definitely, if you spend all your day just looking forward to that specific plan, you know what I mean? Everybody go through it. You know what I mean? Like, you'll put all your plans aside just for that one plan, and then at the end of the day, that plan don't fall through. Don't try to hate that because I do. For some reason, I hate that. For some reason, when I make a plan, definitely, I'm expect that plan to go through, follow that through, because on through the day, I'm pushing everything else to the side, like you know what I mean, like anything. I don't want to go nowhere until that plan set in motion. You know what I mean? And I still have a habit of doing that even to this day. For some reason, I'm not patient. So, but next morning she texted me, was like, "Oh, I fell asleep. Um, we can do it tonight though." I'm like, okay. First, I'm like, you fell asleep? How? I mean, because we was pretty much testing all that day. right after they reply. You know what I mean? You reply straight, so it ain't really no way you can really fall asleep through that knowing. But anyway, that's what excuse. Oh, I fell asleep. So I'm like, how you fell asleep? And I text you right back right after you texted me. She said, I don't know. I was tired. I'm like, okay, fine. So she was like, oh, we can do that tonight if you want to. I'm like, cool, okay. Same plan. Do what I need to do. I have to, do chores through the day. Me help my grandpa out, whatever. And then when it's really almost close to that time, the time we were supposed to meet will be 12 and at night. You know what I mean? Where everything just quiet, whatever. But anyway, fast forward through the day, texting back and forth, and the same thing that happens when the time we were supposed to hang out, didn't text back. So I'm like, day right after, not that morning, but around 1, said the same thing. Oh, I fell asleep. I be so tired. I got to babysit this and that. I'm like, all right, cool. And I think she sent a message saying, what you doing? But I ain't reply all that day. And yeah, I ain't reply all that day until about 7. She hit me up like, you still wanna hang out? I'm like, sure. And that's when we start getting back to the details. She was like, where you live by? I'm like, shit, I don't really know because I don't really know Shreveport that well. I know I was living by a school. Like, what school? So I had to look it up on Google Maps. I'm like, oh, I'm by this school. And she was like, me too. I'm like, what? We've been, you know what I mean, side by side the whole time, and I ain't know. And so yeah, so all right, the plan was locked in that time. At like 11:30, I start walking to the school. It was dark. The way I went, I guess the gate was locked. I don't know. I had to jump the fence though. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of scary. It was creepy. It was dark. In the schoolyard, it was tall grass. Just oh my god, like I couldn't even get through it. When I'm walking through it, I'm dang grass holding me back. You know what I mean? Finally got uh in, but I hide it behind like it was this slide thing, so it was in the dark, so nobody can see me. You know what I mean? If something happens, I can just dip. You know what I mean? So I got the text, oh, I'm on my way. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm just lurking out. You know what I mean? In the dark, lurking, and so I'm like, my heart just pounding so fast, like man, like I'm thinking this finna go right. You know what I mean? Like everything going right. Half of me feel like, dang, is this a setup? You know what I mean? Half of me think, dang, what if this happened? But the worst thing can happen, which you most thought, like it's like all I saw was in the dark. The person did see me, but I see him. By him, I mean him. I'm like, uh, I had got a notification said, "Where you at?" I'm like, I ain't just back. I'm looking to see who I see, and the person got the phone in their hand, like, "Where you at?" I'm talking about just blowing me down. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? I'm looking. It was just, oh my god, I had nightmares for that. It was this. I don't know if it was a. It was, he was buff. I know that he was ripping through the grass. Like I got so scared. I'm looking like, no, this can't be. This can't be happening. So what I did is I jumped the fence behind the slide thing. He couldn't see me. I straight ran back home and stuff. And then I got home, laid straight down. I was like, my eyes was bucked and stuff. Like I was scared. My brother was like, "What's wrong?" I ain't say nothing to him. He said, "That wasn't a girl, was it?" I'm like, "No." And we both started laughing. It's a pretty traumatizing moment, and that's kind of iffy that since that day, that kind of iffy with, stuff like that. I always be iffy like that when people, and I realize people always claim to be somebody who they not. But when I got back on the app, I blocked him, and actually deleted the app for a good while, like maybe another year or two, something like that, until I got to understand, just to be aware, you know what I mean? But yeah, and like I said, that situation could have been way dangerous for me. You know what I mean? I could have been killed. I could have been anything. You know what I mean? And that's every time when something like that goes wrong, my mind thinks the worst of something like that. So thank God that nothing bad happened to me, but taught me to be more aware. At least I thought more aware. More story time on this coming soon because I got a lot to tell y'all about situations that never works out for me. You know what I mean? But anyways, after I went back home, me and my brother, we laugh about it. But he always made fun of me about it for a good while. You know what I mean? But yeah, be mindful who y'all meet on the internet because things can turn horrible soon. You know what I mean? You don't want to be that missing person. You don't know what you got monsters in this world. Like don't be clueless to stuff like that because you just want to score with somebody or want to get in there. Don't It's not worth it. Definitely not worth your life. You got parents that love you. You got people that cares about you. So be mindful of that. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for watching the video. But if y'all really want to see me grow, please share this video, like this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's gonna be in a link in the bio. Let me know in the comments that y'all want my TikTok. I got a TikTok, I got an Instagram. I'm really trying to grow on all platforms, but I'm slowly getting there. That's what I'm thinking. But and again, you always got those people think you couldn't do it. You know what I mean? And I kind of like stuff like that when people think I can't do it. Half of the people I know, they think that I can't do it. Half the people in my life or my family, people don't even know I do this stuff. You know what I mean? Like with them, I'm a different person, but when I'm by myself, I could be my real self. You know what I mean? With people, I don't really care to be my real self because at the end of the day, they're gonna be who they is. I'm gonna be who I am. I do what I do, as in all I do is go to work, play a game, and do this. And I can, that's to me right now, it's enough because you know what I mean. Like I feel like I can talk to y'all about anything. But please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow all my subscribers. And see y'all in the next video.